Hello, my lovely YouTube crew. We're down at the field in the last of the light. And here is my Flo. Hello. Hello. She just loves the camera for some reason. Is it because you're secretly a rock star? Or a film star? A little bit of a diva, just a little bit. And the reason I'm filming in this rather low light was because I was thinking of perfectionism. I think of that a lot. And I was thinking of the importance of doing things every day. And I'd been thinking, I hadn't done a video for you for a couple of days, and I thought, well, that's because I'm very busy at the moment. My mind's full of other things and I haven't got anything brilliant to tell you. Or the brilliant things that I'd like to talk to you about are not fully articulated in my mind. And so what's the point? And I suddenly thought, that's so easy to do with our horses. We think, if I'm not going to have a dazzling schooling session or, an intense work session, then what's the point? And I very nearly didn't come down to the field tonight because I was with them all morning. They had the farrier, and they've had their food and they've got everything they need. And the light's nearly gone, so I wouldn't be able to spend that much time. And I thought, yeah, but it's always worth coming down for 5 minutes. And look, I've got this, my two ladies. Well, they were in the place of peace and flows, now slightly ruining it. You don't be mean to Feeny. She looks after you, for heaven's sake. Yeah, so if I'd said, what's the point in coming down for 5 mere minutes, I wouldn't have seen these two standing together doing their funny thing and just looking beautiful and lifting my heart and making all the cares of the day slough off me. And I wouldn't have been able to show them to you. So even if I'm not saying anything very brilliant, doesn't matter, because you get to gaze on the beautiful mares in the Gloaming and the last of the Scottish light. And so for me, that's worth it. And it's such an important thing to remind ourselves, I think, especially those of us who are prone to little bits of perfectionism here and there, is just coming and spending 5 minutes with your horses is worth it. Just talking about nothing into the YouTube is worth it. Because someone will watch this, one person, maybe on the other side of the world, maybe they're having a really fraught day, someone will watch this and it'll bring a little smile to their face, or it'll let them sigh of relief. And that's worth it. Doesn't have to be viral. Doesn't have to be the greatest video about horses ever made, and clearly won't be. But look, just, 3 minutes of, you don't have to be perfect. 3 minutes of, it's worth doing, even if it's not the absolute dazzling best you can do. It's just an offering. So whether it's to an internet audience, or to your horses, or even to yourself, the gift of a few minutes is worth something, and I think maybe worth more than we know. So I suppose what I'm trying to say in my traditional rambly way is, don't do something because you haven't got time to do it to your absolute crest and peak. 5 minutes of just standing in a field, well, they all add up, those 5 minutes. And then at the end of the year, you suddenly realise you've got this incredible bond with your horse because you were the one who showed up. And who knows, maybe at the end of a year, I'll have an incredible bond with you, my lovely watchers. Because I showed up.